Hello and welcome to another episode of SamTheThomasFan1 with... You get the idea. I'm sorry, I don't want my best, I'm not sharing or anything, but we are so close to our 50th episode. I mean, so moving close, I just want to get this episode done with it. Okay. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy this episode. Screw it, let's just get this over and done with so we can celebrate our 50th episode. Yeah, Oliver, you're always very happy when you're working with me and Toad. You must have a problem or something.
All I do is shunt these trucks onto the turntable. I long for a nice run. It's what an engine really needs.
You do have a point there, Oliver. Engines do need nice runs. But I don't recommend you going down Gordon's Hill. We already had 2 accidents that way. But anyway, what do you suggest, Toad? There, you see, Oliver? Friends can help you sort out anything.
Oliver just grew unhappier. And he was rough with the trucks. You're no good, Oliver. You're dangerous. We want Percy. Pa, Percy's far too busy to be bothered with the likes of you. And he bumped the trucks hard.
Oliver?
You silly engine! Shouted a workman. It'll take a long time to repair this turntable, which'll cause confusion and delay. That night, the fat controller came to see Oliver in his shed. Oliver, you have caused confusion. I thought you could control trucks. You shall work the mail train for a while. Maybe the night air will clear your smoke box. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, said Oliver sadly.
Cheer up, Oliver. It was only an accident. I'll come with you since I've been doing this with Percy for nearly 3 years now. Besides, the mail train is a grand run for a smart engine like you.
Oliver smiled, but he still felt he'd let everyone down. The sea was calm and the fresh air couldn't help but brighten Oliver's spirits.
Ah, this is a lovely night, Oliver. Hey look, there's the real Borealis.
Hi there. Things are kind of beautiful up north, huh?
They made good speed until it was time to collect some important mail from Harold the helicopter. Come on, Harold.
3 weeks later. Many months later. So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
They waited and waited. At last, Harold landed.
Jeez, Harold, I've seen Trevor much quicker than you.
Had a bit of a problem with one of my arms. Kept letting me down when I was meant to be up. You know how it is,
said Harold.
Note to self, remind writers not to put in up and down jokes. But nevertheless, we know we'll be late for our first run, Harold.
Soon they were on their way again. Ahead was a red signal light.
Let's just hope it's not a backing signal, Oliver. In fact, what did Edward say to me and Percy if we ever saw one of those?
Remember, guys, whenever you see a signal move up instead of down, run down the tracks real fast like a retard until you crash into something!
Gee, Edward wasn't himself that day.
Oliver whistled several times, but the signal stayed red.
Looks like Mr. Sigmaman can't get Mr. Signal to go down for me and Mr. Oliver. I've been spending too much time with Toad. But nevertheless, there must be something wrong with that signal, Oliver. We'll go slowly and stop by the signal box.
But they never reached it. The points before the signal box were switched to an old track. They were going the wrong way. Oliver's fireman was concerned. We need to find a water tower soon. Instead, they saw an old rundown station. Disaster lay ahead.
Wow! Well, another location that was dangerously built at the end of the line. We can put that next to the barber shop from A Close Shave and the station master's house when Thomas comes to breakfast.
Meanwhile, the Fat Controller was very worried. Oliver has not returned. We had better send out a search party. Soon he was high in the sky with Harold. There they are.
Yes, Harold, we found everything except your nose, but we're sure it'll show up in another rocket model. Please don't be angry at Oliver, sir. It wasn't his fault.
I'm aware of that. Then he saw something. It was an empty old house beside the station. He went to inspect it.
Huh, how come we never noticed that when we were crashing into the shed?
We'll make this house as good as new and visitors can come and have tea and crumpets there.
First Oliver, then Bertram, and now this place. What other things am I going to discover next?
Sighed Oliver happily. Getting lost can be interesting, but being found is much nicer. Especially when it makes an engine feel really useful.
Well, that was an interesting episode. So, thanks for watching and... come in.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Ben. You came to my house this time. How ironic.
Yeah, so, are you excited for our 50th episode as I am?
Yeah, Ben. I think this is going to be the most amazing episode that we will ever...
Cut! Thanks for watching this episode of Thomas's Adventures with Sam the Thomas Man 1 Ackleyattack4427. Remember, watch the 50th episode next week. The following episode of Thomas's Adventures with Sam the Thomas Man 1 and Ackleyattack4427 is brought to you in part by Taco Bell, think outside the bun, and 7-Eleven, it's a store, and more.